Okay, folks, it's your buddy Mike Messier. Here we are in the vehicle in the parking lot of the Buc-ee's in Daytona, Florida. Buc-ee's, I've done a few other videos on. It's an interactive place. It's interesting. It's like the Walmart of gas station rest stops, like a Walmart superstation. You see the finest of humanity, or maybe not, and you kind of realize these are our brethren, these are our neighbors, these are the people in our community. Ah, cracking my neck. Now, typically, what happens, as you all know, on Mike's Meals, is I eat and I think about things. Juan Rodriguez checking in. Landon's my buddy. Hello, Juan. Landon, who does all that interesting stuff, and he's got me many subscribers. So what we're going to do today, Juan, is I'm going to eat and give you my food review, some thoughts on the world. This is going to be a barbecue turkey sandwich. I'm a little uncomfortable right now with this camera position, so I'm always trying to do things, Juan, for the betterment of the viewers. And this is really just about life, Juan. That's what it's all come down to, my friend. It's just me and you spending some quality time together. I'm going to eat this wonderful meal. You're going to sit here and contemplate what I'm eating, how I'm eating it. Hey, perhaps if you have some questions about life or anything, Juan, or anyone else, I can answer those questions. So I did have a person once tell me that you have to eat some type of hot meal every day. You have to, and look, even Bob's chiming in. Bob is a good buddy of mine. He was watching one of my film reviews. He's at Bubbling Brook right now, chowing down a nice clam strip basket. Juan enjoys this, and so we're going to see. Thanks, Juan. We're going to examine, before I put my teeth all over it, this sandwich. Now, if you ever get down to Daytona, Juan or Bob, pretty good sandwich, a little dry. I kind of wish I had more barbecue sauce. Got to remind myself to chew slower, because that's part of the process of eating, is chewing. And sometimes you take that for granted. You're just so damn hungry. So I'm headed to Orlando. So I'm going to give a review on this food. First of all, it's good. It says spicy. It's not terribly spicy, to be honest with you. I would say it's a suggestion of spicy, meaning that it's not. It's like not spicy, basically. So it says spicy, but it's not. Now, this is mustard potato salad. Now, I've had potato salad many times in my life, as I'm sure Bob has, Juan has, we all have, but this was labeled as mustard potato salad. What does that infer? I would suggest that mustard's but an ingredient. Now, we're going to have some excitement as a car just pulled out, which means somebody's going to pull in. It's usually how it works. I got a great parking spot. There's people coming. Okay, this mustard potato salad so far is outranking the sandwich, meaning that for what it is, it's better. This potato salad is good. The mustard is prominent, but it works. I'd say that I'm a mustard guy. You know, Grey Poupon, spicy mustard, French's, standard deli yellow. Bob Man's chiming in. What do you think about the whole Fuego del Sol moment on Rampage Friday night? I started to do a live rant, and this is an AEW wrestling thing. Juan's chiming back in. Yeah, it is better. This is a good potato salad. Oops. I'm trying to do this like thing here, this thing on the phone to keep the camera up, but it's kind of sort of working. Okay, there we go. But I feel like I'm crooking my neck. There's a human being that just parked next to me. Fuego del Sol on AEW was okay. I guess he's kind of like the 1, 2, 3 kid from 93 WWF. He's the guy that's going to lose a lot, but people love him. This is a pro wrestling sidetrack we're taking because Bob chimed in about Fuego del Sol. It was interesting to have Sammy Guevara come out, get a Sammy moment. This is the All Elite Wrestling Show Rampage that was not from Jacksonville, but from Pittsburgh on Friday night. Overall, it was a good show, Bob. I did see preseason football today. I guess it's been going on for a few weeks. Here's my little trick of the trade, gentlemen. I typically don't like watching preseason football at all because they're not playing the guys that are going to. You mind? They don't. You mind? They don't play the guys that are going to be starting during the season. I like football. I like the NFL a lot, but I'm not so invested in it that I'm going to watch preseason. And in recent years, thanks, Bob. In recent years, I've actually become, it was really because of Deflategate. I was in New England. Deflategate was dragging on. It was costing the taxpayers money because of all the court litigation they were doing. And it really turned me off to the NFL to the point where I watch less regular season games now than I used to as well. Here's the thing that I do. I don't know if you guys, is this a guy's meal here? There was just an elderly lady who just went in. But I like to play the time machine thing. Like this woman was probably 65, 70, but thin, looked like an artist type. And I'm just trying to imagine if she was like 40 years younger, she'd be pretty attractive. I don't know if you guys do that or not. It's maybe a weird thing that I do. Like, I'm not attracted to this lady in her current position, but 40 years ago, if you had that time machine, right? Juan agrees. Truth chiming in. I think this is Truth's first time. If dreams are like movies, then memories are films about ghosts. Interesting. I have been going to a bunch of movies lately. Respect, I would recommend the Aretha Franklin film. The Suicide Squad, I did enjoy quite a bit, even though I'm not a connoisseur of the DC comic universe or any comic universe, but I did like the Suicide Squad. Anytime you've got Margot Robbie in a film, you've got money. You know what I mean? Let's see what else. So I'll be going to Disney this week. I'll let the mouse out of the trap. I'll be doing some live Disney videos. Juan's asking, how did you feel about Godzilla vs. Kong? Overall, I liked it, Juan. Overall, I did. I have a bad habit when I go to films. Sometimes, Juan, is I eat a lot of sugar. Like at the beginning of the movie, I'll get some snacks, some Raisinets, some Goobers. Sometimes I come right from a eating experience on the way to the movie because I want to load up on food before I get to the film. And sometimes my sugar crashes on me and I end up falling asleep in the movie. And you'd think that I learned from this error, but I do it all the time. And to be honest, I conked out for about 20 minutes in Godzilla vs. Kong. But what I did see, I did enjoy. I thought it was fun. If you ever saw the original, Juan, look into it. the original Godzilla vs. Kong movie, I think from the 50s, has a really interesting ending. And I'm not going to spoil it, but if you look into the original Godzilla vs. King Kong movie, the ending is really interesting. To be honest, that movie is not very good, the original Godzilla vs. Kong, except the ending. It's a really good ending. That should be a another video. Great movies with bad endings. Great movies with bad endings and bad movies with great endings. What would you rather see, and what would you rather be responsible for? A great movie with a bad ending or a bad movie with a great ending? You know what I mean? I'm trying to cut back on my... Thanks, Juan. I'll probably do that then, buddy. If you have any suggestions, if anyone here, Bob, Truth, Juan, anyone, Bob, man, let me know if you have any thoughts. We can percolate this a bit. Great movies with bad endings, bad movies with great endings. I can tell you a movie that I went to see that I literally slept through the whole damn thing, except the final 2 minutes. The Men That Stare at Goats. It was a George Clooney movie. Hey, my buddy Roger Dale Snyder, RDS, Jacksonville Zone. I like that mantra. You got the icon of Chips, Punch, and John. It was interesting that the guy, Punch, it was kind of like on Chips, you had similar to, if you look at that icon of Roger Dale Snyder, my good buddy here in Jacksonville. Haven't seen him in about a year, though, because of all this crap we've been going through. But you ever notice on Three's Company, you had 3 women, 3 blondes, Chrissy, sister, what was the cousin's name? The second blonde, Cindy, and then Priscilla Barnes as Terry, actually my favorite because she wasn't playing a dumb blonde. And on Chips, around the same time, you had 3 blonde cops as his partner, as Eric Estrada's partner. So it was kind of a parallel thing going between Chips and Three's Company. Let's see. I'll take a great movie with a bad ending because there's less time wasted there. Good point. Chris, what's up, dude? Well, we're at Buc-ee's. This is what's going on, buddy. I'm at Buc-ee's. If you ever get down to Daytona, Florida, I'll be meeting them this Saturday. Do you mean Eric Estrada? Or who do you mean, Roger? Here's a wrestling question. What do you think about Ric Flair getting in the ring this weekend in AAA? It was cute. I always think of Ric Flair with Andre. If you ever saw, I think it was Easy Money with Rodney Dangerfield, and his daughter is marrying a guy that he doesn't like initially, but then the guy kind of wins him over because he says, "Can I call you Dad?" And I always feel that like Andre and Flair should do a moment where Andre says to Flair, "Can I call you Dad?" So let's see what else. John and Punch, yes, but there was 3 blonde guys. Roger, wasn't there 3 blonde guys total? But I think there was 3 on Chips. It's interesting how I'm a student of pop culture. I watch a lot of videos on the history of Disney World and the history of TV sitcoms and failed TV pilots, and I try to figure out why did some things work and some things don't. And to be honest, it's a real crapshoot. I'll say that a series of TV sitcoms that didn't seem to work were like somebody died and gets reincarnated as like a dog or a robot. There was some sitcom that was, I guess, in the 80s that was like a young kid dies and then he gets reincarnated into a robot and tries to help his father, a police officer, figure out the killers. I mean, I was like, God, I kind of want to watch that show now. You know what I mean? So this mustard potato salad is taking the cake. For health, I also got pineapple, a big vat of pineapple. Here's the thing with Buc-ee's. It was like 16 bucks for this meal. I also got, full disclosure, these like cinnamon, whatever the fuck's, cinnamon glazed pecans. So I got my money's worth. A good way to save money on eating out all the time is like you load up on your own canister of water. Like this canister has water in it from home that's like filtered water. Well, we got some burgers next to me. So just let's see what happens. Very good mustard potato salad. Actually, I haven't, Juan. What is Manhunt Deadly Games? What is that? Is that a film or is that a video game? TV series? Tell me more. I might look into it. Sounds interesting. Okay. Well, once again, gentlemen, because I try to be honest and tell you what's going on. Thanks, Roger. Hey, Roger, I'm growing the hair long like you, buddy. It must be a Florida thing. I mean, so the documentary series Juan is mentioning. I'm growing the hair. It must be a Florida thing, Roger. The long hair. As people. All right. An individual. Yeah, it's true, man. I'm holding on to the hair on top, but I'm trying my best. What were we talking about? Oh, okay. I try to be honest, and sometimes it's mean. And I know we got some new people here, and sometimes I'm acerbic. If that is that the word, acerbic, with my observations. But I just noticed in the vehicle next to me, and they weren't on camera, so I'm not insulting anyone personally, but another couple of big lady, little guy. And I did a rant about this once, and I'm a big guy too. But I'm telling you, some of these couples where it's like the big lady, little guy thing, what do you guys think? Because I can't be alone on this. You know what I mean? Because we had probably in this vehicle next to me, I would say a 60-pound discrepancy of her over him. I'm just saying. What can I say? You know what I mean? I guess for me, first of all, it's a health thing. You know, I'm trying to cut back on the red meat. It's very hard because red meat is so prevalent. This Buc-ee's had no vegan burger or anything. I tried last night. I went to a Burger King at like 10 o'clock at night. Yesterday, I was cleaning my car all day. Yesterday was my car day. I had my oil and filter changed, my alignment put together, or whatever it's called, alignment aligned. I signed up for that deal where that did not disrupt what we're doing here. So yesterday was my car day. I got my car all fixed, and then it was a Saturday. I had no appointment, and I didn't do what I wanted to do, which was to clean the car before I got the car looked at. So then I had to get my car fixed, car clean. I cleaned my car out after I got everything fixed. I always feel bad and ashamed when I take my car in to get looked at if it's a big mess. But hey, life is life. Kind of like how you brush your teeth before you see the dentist. If you really want your money's worth, let them brush your damn teeth. That's what you're paying for. These are the cinnamon pecan things. And they show you how it's done right in front of you. So I'll be coming live to you from Disney this week. I'll be doing some videos. I don't know if the President's Museum will be open or not. It'll be very exciting if it is. We got about 3 minutes left. So if anyone has a thought or a comment, please leave it. Thanks for being here, Juan. RDS, Roger Dale Snyder. More people. This is where you see the true humanity. This is where you see people. Thanks, Juan. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Juan. Thanks for checking in and your suggestions. Appreciate it. Pulling up on 1,000 subscribers. Appreciate everyone subscribing. I think we're at like 970 or something like that. 970, 980 almost. I don't know. Centennial Park. This was the series he's talking about. Juan's talking about Manhunt. I did see the movie, Juan. What was it about the guy from like the 96 Olympics in Atlanta that was accused of being a bad guy, but he wasn't? And he was in the same actor was in the movie Cruella, I think. He's really doing the roles I should be doing, to be honest with you. So I might have to talk to my agent, but first I have to get one. In any event, what was that movie, that guy? Clint Eastwood movie. Oh, boy. Oh, here we go. Well, maybe I'll see you Saturday, possibly. I might make a stop by. I might surprise you, Roger. Drawing a blank on what that movie was called, man. It was the name of the guy. It's a good movie, too. I'm just drawing a blank. I guess I haven't had these pineapples yet. They're just smiling at me, but I haven't had any yet. Well, that's Bucky. Well, Juan, I appreciate you being here, buddy. Everyone can check out. If you're new to the Mike Messier world, Juan, check out Disregard, the Vampire, Mike Messier documentary. 11 award-winning film. Saturday is the Fanboy Expo at the Orlando Convention Center. All right, well, now we're getting into deep rivers here, Roger. Jeez. Convention Center. Oh, thanks, Juan. Appreciate it, buddy. I don't even know where Sanford is, Roger. I have to look that one up. Where is Sanford? Is that in Orlando or close? Or I don't know. It's a big state. I'll tell you that. This Florida is a big state. I've been exploring it. Mount Dora, I filmed Seduction at Distance. See you next time, Juan. Thanks for your contributions, buddy. Okay, folks, it's starting to rain. From Buc-ee's, it's your buddy Mike Messier. Subscribe to Mike Messier YouTube channel. All right, Roger. Thanks, man. People check that stuff out. See Roger Dale Snyder. He'll be, I'm assuming, singing some Leonard Skinner. Give me 3 steps, etc. It's raining. Thanks for watching, everybody. subscribe to Mike Messier YouTube channel.